One of the claims I hear now from proponents of Prop 8 is that gay marriage will be taught in the public schools. What's your response? What should I say to those people?
Right. Well, I think the most important thing to say is, first of all, Prop 8 is not about the schools. It's not about what's going to be taught or not taught in the schools. This is, again, an attempt to change the subject. Instead of talking about why should gay couples who are doing the hard work of marriage in their life be denied the important protections of marriage that they are living in their lives, instead of talking about that, instead of making their case, they're trying to change the subject, and they would like us to spend the next 3 weeks talking about schools and education, which Prop 8 has nothing to do about. If you read Prop 8, there's not a word about schools, not a word about education, not a word about any of that stuff. This is a TV ad-driven attempt to scare people into voting no. Into voting the wrong way, as opposed to voting no, which is what they need to do to prevent discrimination. California law. I should remember the section, but there is an education code section that's there on the No on 8 website if people want to see it. And it's quoted in full. California law specifically says that parents who have concerns or objections to any teaching in the schools that their kids may have with regard to health or family matters have an absolute right to opt their kids out of that teaching. There's an explicit, specific, broad legal right that no one is challenging, no one is doubting at all. And their television ads, the anti-gay forces television ads, simply ignore that fact and are changing the subject to something that simply isn't true. So that's the main thing to say. That number one, this has nothing to do with this. This is not what it's about. If people vote for Prop 8, they're not doing anything to change anything about what's taught or not taught in schools. All they are doing is taking away rights from a group of families. And secondly, there already is in the law a legal, specific provision related to parental opt-out with regard to the teaching of health and family matters in the schools in California.